Hey, how's it going? How is everyone? I hope good. I am here with Scorpio's February 2021, what to expect for the month reading. So let's get started here. The first card I pulled, though, is who will be coming towards you in love, what sign. And I pulled the Aquarius, and it's experimental, rational, unique, liberal, electric, group-oriented, free, radical, diverse, disruptive, edgy, detached. And it's a sign of Aquarius, obviously. So an Aquarius is going to be coming towards you in love. And then I pulled three more cards of who to avoid for the month of February. And the first one I pulled is a Sun Being card. And it's essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, father, and you are to avoid a Leo and a Pisces. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again, I choose love. So you're choosing love over fear in the month of February, which is beautiful. We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So you're going to be having a lot of patience. And if not, then you need to have a lot of patience in the month of February. And realize that everything comes to us in divine order. So we have no control over, our love lives. Who's going to be coming in and who's going to be going out of our life. So it's all in divine order. We have movement, choices, and decisions. So you're going to have a lot of choices and decisions to be making in the month of February. If you really are struggling with making those choices and decisions, make sure that you reach out to your angels, your ancestors, your guides, source, and ask for help with making those. We have participation. So your participation in the month of February and always is very important to participate in the things that you do want, the things that you're looking for. Be really participate in your life. Participation in maybe helping others. But your participation in life in general is going to be extremely important also in the month of February. And it's going to be expected. So teach. So you could be a teacher. There could be a spiritual teacher coming your way, or you might be teaching others some spiritual things that, knowledge that you might have. That might be knowledge that you've gained throughout this, this year so far, or, throughout your life. But you're going to be teaching others on, new things, new ways of looking at things, new ways of being. So, or it could be vice versa. Somebody is going to come in and do that for you. We have relationships. So relationships are going to be really important at this time. Realizations, not relationships. I apologize. So realizations. So you're going to be realizing a lot of things about your life, about yourself, about, the people around you. So just be prepared for that. I don't really know what else to say about that. Sorry. We have positivity. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear Lord, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. So you're going to need to, remain positive. Really try to find those little things to be grateful for. If it's just waking up and hearing the birds chirping, or, that squirrel, like I always say, burying its little acorn for the winter, or your car starting, or just waking up in general, that's something to be very grateful for each and every day. We have a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So Virgo could be very important in this reading, or it could be it could be really strong in Virgo season, but it's a time to give rather than take. So if you're used to taking and taking, maybe decide to give more than what you receive in. Prayer. So you need to pray a lot, and make sure that when you do pray that it's more on the prayer side of not what I want, or I say my, like my money, or stuff like that. You want to make it to like our money if you're with someone, our time, our love. But definitely be sending out a bunch of love and light during your prayers. Always pray to the highest good of all involved, or all people, or all things. Definitely, that helps your prayers a lot. I have Pluto transformation, renewal, inner resources, basic instinct, motivation, personal power, evolution, cycles, death, rebirth, subversion, suspicion, obsession, intensity, taboos, clearing, extremes, and you are to avoid a Scorpio for the month of February, so beware of that. And it could be yourself, just beware of yourself too, but it's probably another Scorpio. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. So you could be a spirit just here having a human experience, which we pretty much all are. Our spirits are just, we take residence in our human bodies. When our human bodies wear out, or when, we pass away, our spirits live on, but we just leave our physical bodies. We have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So make sure that you're doing that. Bring love into every situation, good or bad. When we have unconditional love for ourselves, for others around us, and for, life in general, that really helps us through our hard times. It helps people around us through hard times, and it helps us see things in a different light for sure. We have fertility. So someone might be pregnant. And are about ready to give birth, or has. So that could be a big part of your February, or it could just be that you're planting new seeds that are now going to start to grow. You're going to see them start to grow and start to really take form in your life. So that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. Thunderbolt, which is the tower. So in the month of February, the tower is going to hit. Not always is the tower, does it have to be negative, but it's typically, the tower hits when the universe has given us time to change something in our life, but we haven't made those steps to do it. So they finally send in the tower to take down that foundation that we were building on faulty pretenses. And what the tower does is it allows us to rebuild our life on a more positive, firm foundation. So I used to be afraid of the tower, but now I kind of welcome it, because in life we need to definitely make sure that we're not building our lives on lies and illusions and faulty people that are in our life to take from us, instead of people that keep taking and taking and taking from us, and are not given to us in an equal return. Or if it's the vice versa, if we're taking advantage of other people, or if we know lies, or if we're hurting another person. There's so many different things that the tower can represent. Please fill in, with your situation, you'll be able to fill in why this tower will be hitting, but at least you'll know in advance that it's coming. We have move. So maybe it's time for you to move. Maybe it's time for you to move on a love situation. Maybe it's time to move away from a love situation. Again, it just depends on where you're at in your life and what is going on. We have decisions, so you'll be making a lot of decisions, or you'll have a lot of decisions to be making in the month of February. I always say, if it's something that you struggle with making, reach out to your angels, your ancestors, your guides, source, and ask them to please guide you, to please show you which path that you need to take, which decision is the best for you, and best for your life and those around you. So companionship. When you fully bless or embrace your aloneness, you are ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. So once you embrace your aloneness, and maybe you've been single for a long time, but you've been looking for someone, or maybe the tower is going to take the people that are in your life, the unhealthy people, out of your life, and make room for the healthy people to come in. But really embrace that time of being alone. Being alone is a hard thing to do, and And I'm right there with you. After so long of being alone, you really start to crave, the affection and the just, what other human beings can give us. But the thing is at this time, Spirit's wanting to bring in healthy, good people into your life, not people that you're going to just settle for because you are lonely. We have believe in the impossible, blue moon. So if you think there's something impossible or there's something that just is not possible in working out in your life, or if it's a relationship that you're striving for, or whatever your circumstances are, just believe in the impossible. Because when we do that, we're showing the universe we have faith. We have faith in the universe. We have faith in our dreams, our desires, our wishes, and that's putting out the positive energy. And once we do that, then the universe gives us back that positive energy. We have gratitude. So, definitely be expressing your gratitude. I think that's twice now that it's, in this reading that it's really, wanted to point out to you to be very grateful for what you already have. Even the simplest little things, the things that we overlook each and every day, that, when our lives are busy, or, our hearts are broke, or, whatever's going on in your world, that we tend to just kind of step over and keep moving. So make sure you wake up each morning and express that gratitude for life in general. We have the Chiron Healing. It's healing powers, growth, amends, release, personal development, inherited issues, self-doubt, generational trauma, shame, sensitivity, forgiveness, superpowers, cleansing, softness, and pain. And it is a sign of Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. So avoid those signs for this February. But it also screams to me that you are more than likely a healer. So embrace those healing powers, really embrace that, you're able to heal those that are struggling, that are in pain, are, that just really, really need you. So, really recognize that, really know that you're able to do that for other people and for yourself. Start with yourself and then work your way out. And if you've never really experienced that, or you don't know too much about that, definitely do some research so then you can learn about it and you can see what gift that, God has given you to help others and yourself. And this, at times could mean it could be somebody around you, but I'm feeling more, Scorpio, that you are the healer, that you have these healing powers to help yourself and others. So really embrace that. When I lean on certainty and faith, I can change my mind about the world I see. So, lean on your faith. Lean on, the God. Lean on, your angels, your ancestors, your guides, to really be able to open your mind and see the world for truly what it is, and truly what you can bring to this world and how you can help other people. Excuse me. We have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So if at this time you're feeling envious, or you have envy towards another person or situation, please know that you are the same as everyone, but we all have something different to offer the world. We all have our own unique ways of living, thinking, acting. So embrace those. If you're alone and you're really wanting companionship to come into your life, and those around you are married and have their families, it's fine to wish that you had that too, but don't become so envious that it makes you angry or really disappoint you in your life, because at this time the universe is wanting you to be alone, so then you can definitely create the healthy, loving aspects for yourself first, and then it will bring in the right people, not the people that you're just going to settle for, that keep you feeling not so alone and occupy your time just because you don't want that space to be open. Really embrace being alone. Really embrace getting to know yourself, loving yourself first, and then you'll be able to project that out into the world, and that will bring in people into your life and bring healthy, healthy people in, and the ones that are meant to be there for sure. We have conflict and defeat. So you might be feeling some conflict and defeat during the month of February. Just know that we've all been here. We've all felt defeated in our life. We've all had a conflict to come into our life that we don't want, that we just would rather just, ignore, would rather just, scoot on right by that conflict. But, these are the lessons, and these are the hard lessons that we have to learn in our lives to make us the better people, to, push us down the right path that we need to be on, and so on. So, embrace it. Deal with it when it comes, and once it comes, figure out ways to break right through that conflict. And don't ever let yourself feel defeated, because we're never defeated. Even when things are rough, if we lose our jobs, or if we lose somebody that we love, in a relationship or a friendship. But remember what I said. These are all lessons that teach us to be better people, to really embrace those around us and embrace life in such a different way. Do everything with unconditional love. We have moment to moment, so maybe you need to just live moment to moment. Maybe you need to stop trying to figure out your future, what the next step is. Just live day by day. And that's easy for me to say, because I'm doing this reading, and that's what I'm picking up from it. But if you're a person that likes to have your life planned out step by step, that's great. But you know what? Unfortunately, we never are guaranteed anything in our life. We can have our life, planned out for years and years, but truly it never honestly really turns out that way, because we have free will. One day we might be in love with somebody, but 2 months down the road, we might see their true colors and be like, I really don't love this person. Or you finally embrace that aloneness and really get to know yourself and become your own best friend. And so the people that were kind of filling in the spaces that were needed to be filled in with are not the people that really we want after getting to know ourselves deeply, and figuring out what we truly want and what kind of people we want in our life. So just try to live day by day. I always say take a step, and then kind of look around and be like, am I going to go right, or am I going to go left today? Life is like that. We can live like that. A lot of us don't realize it. Open up. So you need to open up. You need to open up your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. You need to open up to source. See how the light's going right into this person. And really what that means is it's downloads are going into the crown chakra. Open yourself up to receiving those downloads. Open yourself up to the higher above, and allow them to bless you with all the information they're wanting to give you. Open up to others. If you have friends, family that you can trust and you can really rely on, open up to how you're feeling. If you are receiving downloads and you don't want to share it with people, because people might view you as being schizophrenic, or whatever people do to other people when they are so gifted. Open up to me. I know I'm a stranger. You don't know me from here, but I am here to listen. And I've been in a lot of different circumstances. I've had a lot of good and bad experiences in my life, and the reasoning for that is so I can help people. And one of my my purposes here on earth is to open people up to their spiritual gifts, to the spiritual knowledge that we all can gain from the higher above if we just believe. We're not afraid of it, and we're not afraid to open up about it. So we have take the next step now. So you're going to need to take the next step. You're really going to need to go in the direction that you are meant to go in, to open up to the people that you're meant to open up to, and really open up yourself too. So know that it's going to be very important for you to take the next step when February comes. Despair. I need your divine intercession right now. Oh, Great Spirit, lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. So if you've had a lot of despair in your life, if you have a lot of darkness and you're ready to open up to love and light, really reach out to Source, really, pray a lot, really show your gratitude, and definitely talk to him. I mean, people, they tell other people that they're crazy if they talk to themselves and so on. The thing is I talk to Source all the time. I've been alone a long time, and I'm really alone now. But if people heard how much I talk to them, and people already kind of call me crazy. So, but so what? That's their deal, not mine. I can't live to please other people and worry about what other people think of me, because I know the truth. I know where I'm at on my journey. I know my gifts and so on. And I know how connected I am because I do communicate so much with my guides, my spirits, with my angels, guides, and spirits and ancestors, and with, the higher above. I constantly am communicating with them. I'm constantly asking them for advice because I know that it's real. And I know that when I do that, I can go to sleep at night, and the next morning I can feel refreshed, and I can all of a sudden have answers to my questions that I never had before, and so on. So, because I believe and I have faith. Surrender to the divine, full moon. So the full moon's coming up. During the full moon, surrender. Surrender yourself to the divine. Full moons are a great time to set your intentions on what you are looking for in life and what you're wanting. But it's a great time to really open up and sit and communicate with the higher above. Communicate with the moon. The moon is so powerful. People don't realize it. Go out and just, really give your thanks to the moon. Really give your gratitude for all the things that you have in your life. Even if it's as simple as a pair of shoes. Even if it's as simple as the dinner you're eating that night. But surrender to the divine on the full moon. And you don't have to wait till February. You can do that. I don't know when I think the full moon is maybe tonight. I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of whack, and which is really weird because for one thing, I'm a Cancer, so I'm ruled by the moon, but the moon is very powerful to me, so I typically pay attention to all that, but my life's been just kind of in this whirlwind lately. And the last card I have is Impasse, and with this, if you notice this person, it's like he's blocking the way. He's stopping something. He's reaching out to the world. He's connecting with the divine is what it is. I'm not going to use the typical term I would for this, but I see the moon right here, and this person standing right next to it. And what I feel is this man is surrendering to the divine. He's becoming one. He's becoming one with the divine. He's becoming one with the moon. And he's like out there just surrendering all his, his darkness and all his thoughts and all the things that have really drug him down and just really held him back. And he's telling the moon to please free him from all of that and to please allow all the love and all the light and all the good things to come in him and let all the dark go out. So that's how I'm going to end your reading for February. I hope that it made sense to you. I hope that it definitely is going to help you take that next step in February. Make the decisions that you need to make. Try to live moment by moment instead of, from now till the end of the year. Stop trying to plan your whole life. Just kind of go with the flow with it. And really surrender to the divine and really open up and connect. And when you do open up, you're going to receive the answers that you seek. And don't get stuck here. Please don't get stuck here. We all have conflict and defeat in our life, almost, on a daily basis, if you really think of it. It's just how we handle it and what we do with it is really what the question is. So, anyways, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would. And for all my subscribers that I already have, I love you all so very much. I'm sending you all so much unconditional love, so many positive vibes, healing, and peace like always. Everybody take care, and I'll catch you on my next video. Lots of love.